Hi, Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Linden. I have the privilege today to hang out with some colleagues and our professional driver, David, and we're going to take a look at some of the capabilities of the GL off-road package. If you notice right here in the center console, there's some additional adjustments that we're going to play with right there. Thanks, Dave. And up on the screen, and so we're going to go through kind of a little off-road adventure here in a couple of different segments.
Hear that groaning? That's just the ABS grabbing. You're going to hear a fair amount of that. See, we need the ride height to get dropped down in here. You can see how close that running board gets. And you get 3.6 inches of ride height at the highest.
So the suspension's aromatic, of course, standard anyway, but when the off-road package gives us a little bit more, well, that's awesome.
I'm just letting DSR slow us down as we're going down this hill. And the camera comes in handy when we're going through this part of the course, because this was built in '97 for the ML, which was a lot smaller than this thing. Not only have the trees gotten bigger, but the car has as well. So it gets a little tight through here. It's an old Boy Scout camp. They were kind enough to build this bridge.
And so will the camera stay on all the time? I mean, until we get to a certain speed, or is it?
It stays on until you manually turn it off.
Okay.
See, it's pretty tight.
And
you'll see a lot of the trees have been tagged, and that's not by us.
By who?
It's the
no, Dave did not do that.
the test track guys. Most of those cars don't have bins, and they're crushed when they're done. So when they're done with them, they tend to try to run them through here.
Oh, okay.
Anything that's formatic, anyway. And they, I'm sure, are seeing who can go through the fastest.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is all kinds of terrain we would definitely use in Utah. So that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
I mean, it's doing that effortlessly. And, we do this rain or shine, and that corner right there gets extraordinarily slippery when it's wet. And you'll feel the ABS or the ESP kick on all the time. Every once in a while, when I've got a lot of steering input, you'll hear a pop, and that's not us hitting a tree. That's the ABS grabbing and releasing.
No, okay. So that's normal.
Yes, it's doing its job. The ABS on the Mercedes-Benz is awesome, which it should be, as they invented it. A lot of people ask, well, why don't you fold the mirrors in and give yourself a little more room? I'm like, I'd rather hit the mirror than the door.
True. Yeah, it gives you a little warning.
Yeah. Well, although with the cameras in the mirrors, they're not inexpensive.
Right.
You see the survey tape here and there. All this used to be dense forest, as far as you can see. And this actually just got clear cut 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is some pretty comfortable off-roading, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
not bad.
not bad.
Heated seat, air conditioning if I wanted.
But you know what? I'm not going to go here, man.
Mercedes-Benz takes a few of its competitors on this course. And, you know, there's some very capable four-wheel drive vehicles out there right now. The difference is you can't see out of them. You can really see out of this car very well.
That's true.
I would not want to do this course in like a Land Rover or something like that, because you just can't see out of them.
Right, that's a good point.
But, you know, they're plenty capable. It's just visibility is very important.
You know what's amazing is the amount of twist that I can. I mean, not to say twist, but I mean, yeah, we're going up, we're going right, but I don't hear any creaks.
That's ABS, right?
That was ABS popping. Yeah.
I just don't hear a lot of weird noises in the chassis, the body.
No,
it's quiet.
Well, 5,000 welds makes a pretty strong structure, and we'll demonstrate that on the technical side, where we try to twist it into a pretzel, and it won't do it.
So comfortable, huh?
Yeah, I'm like.
You don't need coffee if you drive this. It requires a little attention. I feel like a pilot. Like, I don't want to have a beer 2 days before I come here. Just make sure. The tight turning radius comes in very handy too. You know, some four-wheel drive. You think of older four-wheel drives where you couldn't turn them tight,
right?
Because the CVs would start popping
Pop
in.
in, yeah. It's going to jump in.
And I don't know if CV technology is advanced that much or what, but this thing really does
Hey,
turn.
Dave, how many times do you do this every day?
We do it twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yep, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
What's that?
That's just brush underneath the car. Yeah, these cars have been learning. I didn't check the odometer to see how many miles we put on it. Not a squeaker or rattle.
So it's not like you're using a fresh vehicle all the time. These
Nope.
are being reused and reused. Yeah, it's amazing how nice that is.
That's ESP's kind of fighting for the little traction there.
Mm-hmm.
You notice we're going up,
Yeah,
and what goes up must come down. We have 2 routes we can take. Well, actually 3. 2 of them would be under control. One would we lost it. But, so I'll let you all vote on which one we take. But I'll be massively disappointed if you choose the wrong one.
I want to take the steepest one.
That's right. That's the correct answer.
I used to be on a test team in the military.
Okay.
This is amazing.
It's like a mountain goat. This thing.
Oh yeah.
I used to test tractor trailers and stuff in the woods like this
Okay.
in the military.
You know, picture a snowy driveway in Utah,
Yeah.
trying to get up a hill.
Are we using stock tires and all that kind of stuff?
Bone stock. This thing is right off the showroom floor. Not a single thing has been changed.
Which one was on that one?
Pardon me?
Which one is the steep one?
Oh, we haven't gotten to that point yet. Now this is just choose which way you want to go around that rock.
Oh, okay.
I have DSR set at 4 miles an hour, which is the default setting.
Uh-huh.
I'll bump it up to, you adjust that with the cruise control stock. You could go up to 11 miles an hour when you're in low range.
Oh, okay.
Like here's the alternate route
That's
for
like
somebody who's a little
you bailed
squeamish.
out.
But this is kind of like a Six Flags ride.
There's the slope right here, 70 degrees.
First car at the 70. We do that to keep each other on track with the folks that are on the technical. And this camera comes in handy so I don't tag that rock.
In the settings there.
I think that guy said, don't worry about it, the rollers. Now when we drop in, our right rear tire is going to come off the ground.
Okay.
And you'll feel it. You'll feel the car like teeter-totter a little bit. Like, and you'll hear ESP kind of grabbing for traction. There it's up in the air right now, much to the delight of the car behind us.
Wow, that is steep.
Yep. Let's see. Well, we're only at 27 degrees. We got a long way to go. And I'm currently holding it with my foot, holding the brake. But when I
Are
like,
you pressing something right now?
I'm pressing the brake right now,
And that's it.
and that's it. And I'm going to take my foot off the brake, and DSR is going to take it from there. And I've got it set at 5 miles an hour
How do you set it up? What?
with the cruise control stock up or
Okay.
down.
Going
Alright.
And then we'll go a little bit faster than that because it's going to be pushing the dirt.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here we go. DSR is doing its thing.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Oh, that is awesome.
yeah, the bottom is actually the steepest part. I wasn't looking to see if we got 70 degrees. Usually it's like 68.
Wowza.
There's been a little erosion. But let me get up this hill so you can see the other car come down. It's pretty cool.
This is ridiculous.
It's not something you do every day, is it?
No.
You're going to hear a pop from the
Awesome.
ABS because I'm turning pretty
If
sharp.
you own a Mercedes, you're not going to do this. Right?
Well,
There
you
we
know,
are.
I think people would do it more if they
Oh,
felt
no, yes,
like
yes, you're
that
right.
was confident. They could have some confidence in that.
Yeah, yeah. Just don't tell the lawyers.
Here comes the guy behind us. Look at that thing. Wow, that car is like.
It looks like it's just.
It looks
about
like it's
to go
straight up and down.
Mhm. And this can
That
go
is
up it
awesome.
as well
Okay,
with
That is
relative ease.
that is awesome. Yeah, amazing.
You'll hear the anti-lock brakes working as he comes down.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Right there, yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, you don't think about using all that technology off-road either. But yeah, how valuable.
Yeah, I guarantee you your customers wouldn't
Oh,
even
they can do it.
ponder doing this. But it's nice to know it can do it, even if you're not going to take it off-road. You know,
At
you get
least,
caught in that snowstorm or what.
Confident enough, you know, cars can do it.
It's real confidence inspiring.
Yeah.
One thing in the low range here, if we go up to 12 miles an hour, you'll hear it beep, and then you'll see the ride height will drop down.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, don't make a liar of me. There it goes. And because we're in low range, the downshifts are a little harsh.
Right.
Because I think it's 2.6 to 1 instead of 1 to 1 as far as revolution of the engine, revolution of the wheel. But what I think, you know, the whole package is what, $3,800 roughly?
Yeah,
To
it's
add the
pretty
on-off-road
inexpensive.
package.
Yeah.
But the towing feature alone, I think, is worth it.
Yeah, and explain, what does a towing
I'll
do
show
for
you
us?
here. Let me get around this corner and I'll show you. I'll put it into tow setting, and it can make you look like a rock star at the marina trying to load your boat because of the camera.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And the way
Oh,
it shows what your steering input is going to do for the trailer direction.
Right.
And so you can just zip, and it'll show, look at the picture here, there's no trailer ball.
Right.
And then when I put it in tow mode, trailer ball will appear. It's pretty cool.
That is awesome. And here we come out of the woods. Pretty exciting stuff here at Mercedes-Benz.
There's tow mode. See, now it has the trailer hitch.
Yeah.
And then you get the camera. It shows what the trailer's going to do with your steering
Oh,
inputs.
yeah, that's really
and
cool.
it's particularly valuable in reverse.
Right. Because then you can kind of back up to the boat and all that kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. Get it back into off-road mode. And you saw there's two. Let me get back to the other screen. There we go. Two off-road settings. Here's, you see the rocky terrain,
Right.
and then there it's more like a dirt road.
Right.
So you'd use this if you're like in
So
sand
you
or
can
stuff
switch.
like that.
You can switch both, right?
Yep.
You
And
can switch
really the big difference is the ride height changes.
Oh, okay.
And the dampening. And the active dampening.
Yeah.
Again, I need to get it all the way up so we can drop into the technical course. When you're rolling, you can't really feel it, but you can see it.
Right.
I like this camera view because it shows all the articulation of the wheels.
Right. Yeah, you can see them moving. That's pretty neat.
Let DSR do its thing again, going down this. Heard the little pop brakes. You know, older cars use the transmission for
Right.
that kind of thing. And Mercedes-Benz uses the brakes, which I think is a far better idea, because I don't know about y'all, I'd far rather replace brake pads than a transmission.
Exactly.
Here's just your everyday staircase, which is basically railroad ties covered with metal, which makes them extraordinarily slippery. And you'll see it's a pretty bumpy ride, but considering what we're doing, it's actually pretty comfortable. You have to maintain a little speed.
It's like
You
nothing.
can get stuck. And here's where, one more. I always lose count. This is where we're going to demonstrate the torsional rigidity of this car. A lot of competitors' cars do this, and the frame twists so much you can't open and close the door.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're going to twist it and then open the door. That's what I'm assuming, right?
That's exactly what we're going to do. Oops. There we go. And much to the delight of the crowd out there, because it puts on a show on the outside far more than on the inside. Like right now, that right front tire is about 2.5 feet off the ground.
Really?
You can open it with ease. Close it with ease. BMW X5, if you can open the door, you can't close it. You have to take it to a frame shop and have it straightened out.
Nice. And we're staying pretty level, which is kind of the whole engineering idea here.
There, I'll try to get it teeter-tottering on 2 wheels.
I'm like in the
There we are.
lap of luxury here.
Yeah.
And my wheels are off the ground.
And wait till you see it from the outside. Now that left front's way up in the air. Now we'll get a bunch of pictures. See?
Yeah. Hello.
Wave to the crowd.
That is
Oh,
that is
that's right.
that is
That's the right
amazing.
way down, right?
Yep, you'll hear a little bump as we come off of this thing. There we go.
You can see the factory over there.
Now I'll get around this corner here, and then you'll be able to see the second car pretty well.
You see the tires, man, rotate? Look. See the left side, right side. Look at the wheel.
That is awesome.
Dude.
Yeah, like you said, that's quite a ways off the ground. Like maybe a few feet, huh?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
is
is.
awesome.
I should take a picture. Let's see. It's okay. Sorry.
You'll get a chance when you're
Yeah,
not
I
riding.
yeah.
You'll get a great chance to. We're here. We're sitting at what, 16 degree, 17 degree angle.
Yeah.
The car's rated for 30.
Really?
I don't know about you. 17 seems plenty.
Oh yeah.
I would want. I'm not going to flirt with 30. And this part right coming up here is really amazes me how capable this car is. I mean, you see most of these things in the carpool line. You can't think it could climb up a boulder hill.
No, it is. I think old people can drive this stuff. If they see this. They're scared, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like old people, old cousins.
And we do this rain and shine, so these things get really slippery.
Yeah.
And you see it has camber to it, so it pushes you off into the rocks if you're not careful. You have to maintain a little speed, otherwise
You have
you
to.
can get stuck.
Can you see the front?
Not very well.
Not very well, right?
The camera comes
Wow,
out.
that is really steep right there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're like,
The
whoa.
thing's a billy goat. It's here. It just can climb almost anything. And
It's
it was
awesome.
effortless.
Yeah, it is.
It was just, and it's relatively comfortable considering what we were doing.
Oh yeah.
You know, again, almost any 4MATIC would be able to do this if it had the ride height. And
Right.
with the on-off-road package, there's a couple skid plates that are offered, which are come in handy on this, because every once in a while you'll hear a clunk. We're approaching the water feature, which it says 18 inches of water. I think it's a little higher than that because we had some rain. The car is good for 20 in full height mode, up for 26.4 inches. So you can get a good view in the camera. I've got DSR set at 5. Let's go a little faster to get a better splash. I've
Okay.
got it at 7.
Nice.
No big deal.
No.
And keep in mind, we do this every day with these cars. We're twice a week.
Same car, right?
Same cars, and it doesn't smell musty. You
Oh
like
yeah, that's
a
true.
lesser vehicle that has lesser seals on the door.
Yeah, he's right.
would be
It
all
smells like a brand new car in here.
musty smelling and just nasty. Here comes the New Jersey Turnpike, and this is where the adaptive suspension really comes into play, because you're going to feel these holes are about a foot deep, and you're going to feel it when we drop in the first couple holes. It's kind of a harsh, but it doesn't have a coil spring. It has the aromatic suspension, so there's nothing like trying to force it back. It learns, so it's going to learn what we're doing, and you'll feel the last couple bumps are much softer than the first ones.
Oh gee, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It just sits right down in it.
Yep.
Like soft.
See how much softer that one is?
Oh, yeah.
Wait till the last two. It's like pillows.
Oh, you can tell we're traveling a long ways.
Yeah.
But that is just soft. Yeah, like
Yeah,
it
that's
feels like you're like landing on pillows.
And you see how much
Pretty
softer
cool.
it is than the first one. And here's where the turning radius comes in very handy, because we're going across railroad ties and with wet tires, so it is very slippery, and you'll feel it kind of push the front end out. And I don't want to be that guy that hits a rock with passengers and all those people videoing.
Yeah.
Just your everyday railroad ties.
Yeah.
You know, by this point of the ride, you're like, this thing can do anything.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
stuff
like,
like this,
we're-
big deal.
Yeah, we feel pretty confident.
But this is a great demonstration of the ESP, because what you have on the left side is a roller with zero traction. I mean, it's like sheer ice. And on the right side, you see there's a little patch. So you'll feel the ESP move all the power to the right-hand side, and then when the right front's on that roller, all the power goes to the right rear. When that right rear hits the roller, it goes back up to the right front. But it does it without any fuss. You know, this, I don't have to do really anything to the steering wheel. And then it's just a little 50-degree hill at the end of it. I'm going to give it a little throttle, just get a
So
little
we're
more
on the
draw.
rollers on the left. So
We are on the
we have
rollers.
no traction on the left of the
And
car.
there, the right, right rear.
Yeah.
And it just pulls us right up.
Wow.
You barely felt it.
We're gonna go up this and over it.
Sure.
Oh.
I'll look for our friendly woodpecker. I don't see him today. The guy's, he's pretty tame. He'll just sit right there. You see all the holes.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, just look at you. But okay, I have DSR still at 7. That's a little quick for this hill. Let's go back to 5. You hear it grabbing?
Yeah.
The little groaning.
It's amazing. You feel like you're gonna just tear the front end of this thing off every time you come down. It doesn't even do anything.
Let's see what kind of angle we
See
can get.
this way here, then still do this.
Whoa. Yeah, it looks like you're gonna hit a wall, and it's just boom. Oh,
Now
that's
watch that
awesome.
car going up the roller. See, watch those tires ratcheting
Yeah, do that.
as they're fighting for traction.
And that's pretty cool. We're like just parked here on the hill.
Yep. We're at how many degrees? 50 degrees.
50 degrees.
Yeah. No big deal, right?
That is awesome.
This car's expensive.
Second car off the rollers.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Pretty capable grocery getter.
I'm just hanging out in my seat here, relaxed, going through the course.
Yeah.
My buddy here, he's relaxed, going through the course.
Awesome.
Not a bad day in the office.
No.
This shows off that adaptive suspension. Again, look, you can see the articulation. It consumes easily 50% of the
It's like it's marching, right?
of the movement. Just your everyday railroad tracks. Not even a challenge.
Yeah, no, really.
Very fun.
It's pretty good. Can you take it in that water?
We can actually. That used to be part of the course. We'll climb right up onto the island. They're actually talking about putting the Jurassic Park car up there.
Is that
I don't know if you
right?
saw it.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, we saw it
I
parked
think
down
they're
there.
not done designing this place, right? They're not done. They're gonna put something in here too, right?
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Expanding.
Oh, the
expanding,
expanding plant.
right.
Yeah, that's why they clear cut. But we asked them, like, well, what are you going to do back there in the typical German fashion? Like, you do not need to know that.
you don't need to do that.
We don't need to know that. So
Eventually they will.
Well, that was fun, David.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks, Dave. Good.
It's fun for us too.
See,
You'll enjoy the track this afternoon. If you spend any time on racetracks, the Barber Motorsports Park will ruin you
yeah.
because it's like you know, the Augusta National of race courses.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
gonna be there too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And you'll be doing a lot of driving there. And it's just such a nice facility that it makes all others just pale in comparison. I'm just gonna go slow, waiting for those two to come out of the woods.
Fun day here at the track with David and my buddies here, MB International, Mercedes-Benz International here in Vance, Alabama.